Bros, if I ask you what's bothering you or frustrating you right now, more than half of you will bring up some deep hurt or bad experiences that happened in the past. Being bullied as a child, parents' divorce, losing a loved one, having a bad health diagnosis, a broken relationship and child custody, toxic work environment with a boss who was a bully. The list goes on. I get it that whatever happened, it was traumatic for you and most probably drove you to a point of despair, even depression or suicidal thoughts. I get it, bro, and I feel for you. The question that you've got to ask yourself is not, why did this happen to me, but how am I going to move forward? See the difference? One is regressive and the other progressive. As blokes, we are unfortunately conditioned to look at things in a practical manner, to fix a problem and to fix it as quickly as possible because that's what society, including our male peers, expect of us. We seldom allow our thoughts and feelings of what happened to us to be expressed fully, constructively, thoughtfully, and humanly. In fact, that lack of an emotional outlet creates a lot of angst for us, and it often turns into resentment, frustration, anger, and regret. And when we turn to vices as forms of distraction to numb these very emotions, our behavior may unfortunately and unintentionally turn violent. Victimhood seeps in, and strangely, instead of fixing the problem, we end up dwelling in it and going nowhere. To let go of a past event or events that caused you grief in a way, you need to embrace that reality of what happened and to understand that whatever it is, it has happened. Yes, it has happened, and it happened with you, not to you. Let that sink in a little. There is a difference, bros. Nothing happened to you, it happened with you. Using language like to can be extremely disempowering, especially in a negative context. It will make you believe that parts of your total being have been taken away unjustly, that you have been pushed down and almost destroyed as a person. It takes away your voice, your strength, your courage, and your control. However, if you change that language from to with, the event now exists alongside you on your journey in life. If something happened with you, it occurred outside of your total being, and you are empowered to address it because the event occurred around you. Yes, you still experience it, and it had an impact on you since it was part of a journey. Parts of you may be affected as well, such as physical and or mental harm, or perhaps even financial losses. But what happens is when something negative happens with you, you have the greater voice, strength, courage, and control to manage the event from a distance. You are not the event, and the event has not consumed you. It is there right next to you, with you, and you have the total power to decide what to do with it and how to deal with it, and when to let go of it and leave it behind. It is all in the language, bros. It will help reframe your mind and put the negative experience in perspective so you can regain your power and control almost instinctively. What is inherently sacred is what's in you, which is your sense of self, identity, and spirit. This is what is most important to address, whatever happens in life, and no event can change this unless you allow it to. But if we do allow it to, we allow negativity that happens to totally consume our spirit. So much so, we are still covered in that same depressive energy years later. And we end up as victims living a reality we choose to dwell in. Step away from the situation. Understand whatever it is, it not only happened alongside you, which you are removed from, it also happened in the past. And you can never go back to that moment. So what is the point, bro, of wallowing in it? That event does not and will never define you as a person for who you are today. So stop holding on to it to justify your current behavior. Bro, let what happened in the past stay in the past and know that your spirit and your body and mind are free of it because that moment has passed and you are now in the present, moving into the future with every passing second. Reframe your mind, bro, and be the better man, always.